Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're having an incredible day. Now guys, in this video today I'm going to be potting on my little tiny poinsettia plant, and this beautiful little plant here I bought at Christmas time, and it was even tinier than what it is now. It was in one of the little pots here. I actually got it from Lidl's at a bargain price. I think it was 99 pence or something ridiculous like that. And it has actually grown really well. And look at that, still got its lovely red bracts. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this beautiful little plant is commonly thrown away after Christmas time. People think, oh, that's it, New Year, chuck it in the bin. And it's very sad because this plant can live many years if it's looked after right. Obviously, they love a nice sunny spot, and a lot of people would just keep them in their house, even a dark spot, not really knowing what to do with them, so they usually die, or as I say, they just throw them out after Christmas anyway. But as I said, we've kept this in a sunny south-facing window. It's absolutely doing so well, but as you can see, it's very top-heavy. The roots aren't particularly coming out the bottom of the pot. Obviously, these are mainly sold as cuttings, rooted cuttings. So it's probably not root bound as such, but obviously it's very top heavy. And because it's February now, spring is literally just round the corner. And I think it's a good time to pot this little fella on. I normally repot, usually during the spring and the summer. But with poinsettia, it's pretty much safe to repot now. And as I say, got the next size pot on, as you see there. Now, they are fast growing plants. So obviously, probably in a couple of months' time, I might need to pot this on again. But it's the next size pot up for now, so that should do. And always make sure, obviously, when you are potting on, make sure you use clean pots. If you're reusing pots, make sure that you sterilise them. If you can't sterilise them, it may be sometimes difficult with plastic pots. Make sure you give them a very good wash in an antiseptic soap. And because all you need is bugs or anything left behind, or bacteria that is harmful, and you can get root rot, or God forbid, root mealybug, which is the worst. And what I do then is that we mix our own cactus and succulent soil up. As I say, this, although it's a euphorbia, it's not a succulent as such. So obviously it is a plant that needs regular watering. But so in this case, I have used a little bit more of a richer soil, and not as much perlite as normal. Normally I would mix either 50% perlite and 50% John Innes number 1 or 2. And sometimes a bit of extra horticulture sand in as well, and grit with the cacti and the succulents. But in this case, with poinsettia, you don't need to. So I've just added a little bit of extra perlite for a bit of drainage, not as much as I normally would with my other cacti or succulent type of plants. And mix it all around like that. And then what I'm going to do then is put a little bit in the bottom, like so. And then obviously put the little label off there. Turn it upside down. I just pull this away so you can see a bit better. Squeeze the little pot around. This is going to be very easy to pot on anyway, but it's always good just to squeeze the pot. And rather than pull it out, gently hold it by the neck with the fingers there, very gently. You don't push hard or pull it up like that, very gently, no pressure, and then it should gently come out. Not give it a little bit more of a squeeze, like so. It comes out like a little sandcastle, and that's got a great root system. And when you're potting on plants, guys, it's always a good idea to check that the roots are healthy. And also there's no sign of obvious pests like mealybugs and things. As you can see, I personally don't like to disturb the roots too much. They're not matted up. There's lots of space there still, so I don't need to worry about loosening up the roots. If it was very matted, very root bound, always a good idea to gently tease the roots to loosen them up before putting them in the new pot. But this is pretty much okay. As you see, the roots are quite loose. And the top surface of the soil has just got a bit of it's usually possibly from the minerals that was in the soil that was already in the soil when we had this plant. But you can sort of take it off if you want, if it's a bit unsightly. It's harmless enough. And then gently tease some of the older soil at the top away, like that. And then there you go. Obviously gently topping that then into the new pot. Hold it like so. And then gently pressing around, tucking it in like that, and then holding it very gently again at the stem, and then put it in the fresh soil all around the edges. This is certainly a lot easier to pot on than a cactus, guys. Certainly a lot easier. Gosh, if only cacti were as easy as this to pot on. Now, gently teasing it down then. The soil, and it's always a good idea not to press too hard to compact the soil because the roots do need to breathe. Sometimes you see plants that are potted up and the soil, they're pressed down so hard it's like cement, and the roots do need oxygen and air, as you know, to breathe. So just gently pressing down just so the plant doesn't fall out the pot again and it's sturdy there. And then just literally just putting it around the top, just bringing it up. You want to obviously bring it up to that level of the pot, leaving about an inch free at the top, just so when you water, the water doesn't come straight over the top of the pots. And that's it. A nice cute little fella. As I say, this will be potted on again probably in a couple of months because it will grow big, but this is just a step up for it in the next pot for now. It's still a young seedling as such, or I should say cutting. And there you go, guys. And then the label back on, just turn it up so you can see a little bit more. The label back on here. As I say, poinsettia is the common name, but the real name is actually Euphorbia pulcherrima. But everyone just sort of calls it as poinsettia. So there you go. And I'm sure you'll agree, it's much better now. So there you go, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of plant power. As always, from Ireland. Until the next video, guys. Bye. Bye.